Hi guys, hope you're doing really well today. Just here for a quick market update. I want to talk to you about what I had mentioned before about the total market cap. We're looking at the weekly chart and you can see that I had told you we had flipped this weekly level, and in 2018, even though BTC had been going sideways, total market cap was a very good indicator about what is actually happening in the market. So essentially we had flipped this support to resistance, and while BTC was still kind of building this ascending triangle and hadn't broken down, but this kind of reflected what was going on in the broader market. And after flipping this, we did consolidate a bit and had even a stronger move down. So if you look at that, you can see that it is still very probable that we are building something like this. But I have an analogy of why I feel maybe this time we are dropping a bit sharper than we had been before, because you can see we had a consolidation at this level and then we had another smaller consolidation. So it does look like we could possibly be dropping a bit sharper than before, and I just want to try and find confluence to what kind of levels we should be looking at and what is the possibility. So this is total market cap, and I want to first go to the monthly quickly. And on the monthly you can see that we have this block right here, and I want to just look at how deep this is. So about a 15% drop to the bottom of this block, which would also be the same points which turned resistance. We broke below it, we turned resistance. So if this is going this is a market cycle on the monthly time frame, we can be breaking back above and coming back to retest this 150 level. I've spoken about this before in my videos. So that is about 15% from here, this 150 level. Just quickly let's look at the weekly if we have anything significant. So I mean, yeah, this 150 level, not only is it psychological, but also we tested it as resistance quite a few times. So it is quite probable for us to confirm this as support if we are to find support here. So let's look at altcoin market cap. So altcoin market cap, I had been looking at this I'd been looking at this fractal right here, and you can see we kind of almost made a full retrace, and we are pretty close to making that full retrace. Let me look at the percentage drop. Yeah, so it's about a 20% drop. So if we do build the fractal, it's somewhere between 15, 17, 20%. It brings us to something more similar to this. These could very well be wicks if they do come in. The other monthly level is about 10% from here, about a 7% drop. So yeah, anywhere between 10 to 15% is looking viable for the altcoin market caps. Basically made an entire cycle. And let's look at Bitcoin really quickly. And for Bitcoin, so a 10% drop gets us to the minor break even. So this is the weekly level. I posted something on my Twitter today regarding a very nice article on mining, and the average minor break even was somewhere around 6100, which I mean, that is at the current hash rate, which was where price was supported for a really long time, you know. So 6100 is the weekly close here, but you can see that if we took the price from this tweezer bottom where actually the VIX went to, so that is 5800, and also it is, if price does drop, it's about a 10 to 11%, which would also fake us below this channel a bit. So it would scare a lot of people because psychologically 6k would be lost, and we'd kind of fake down from this channel, which is pretty nice for a week of spring. And also we won't fill these orders below a lot of people are looking for those orders. But this drop is sharp, so I'm just looking at what the probabilities are. So this is about a 10-12% drop from here for BTC, which is probable, though we could still build out some kind of a consolidation. We don't have confirmation till we actually start breaking this level, but on lower time frames it is still not showing strength. On the volume indicators, we are still not seeing very big buys yet, so it is probable that this continuation can happen. And the other thing which is showing me that it is probable the continuation can happen is just the broad market, like how the alts are looking. Let's look at ETH. Like, so BTC hasn't broken its support, but ETH has broken the yearly open level, and we are basically in the middle and heading close to that psychological level for Ethereum, which is again $100. And you can see two-digit ETH will just not be good. So $100 ETH is still a good 18% from here, but a strong monthly level for Ethereum is again about $110, which is still another 10% drop from here. Look at XRP. XRP as well has another. So these monthly levels, essentially we are looking at a daily chart for a monthly level. So what you must understand is, like, price is not going to a lot of times exactly stall at these levels, but high time frame closes, we will not generally find support for high time frame closes around these levels. So you can see Ripple has another 10-12% before this monthly level, could easily wick to another 14-15% to 1.5, but again 10-12% to a very strong level. Let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin's at 36 right now, and we have a weekly level and the yearly open $30. Litecoin spent a lot of time at $30. If you look at the Litecoin chart, there was big, once Litecoin made its first impulse, there was a lot of support. We just did not break back below this $30 level. So again, it's this between this weekly, which is 10% away, and this yearly, again it is possible that there is some kind of a wick down to these levels. EOS has, these are basically its final support levels before there's thin air, so that's pretty far away. But again, another strong level between 10-20% for EOS. So wicks possible, but essentially 10% and a 10% drop for EOS. If we are looking at this long-term downtrend channel, then again it is possible to get a wick to that 20% to 1.7 basically for EOS. And BNB, yeah, BNB has quite a beautiful chart. This was a very strong level for BNB, and we basically absolutely shattered it yesterday, and we're carrying on today. I'm in this short trade, shared it on Twitter, and again you can see this is a very strong monthly block, which is again 10%. So you can see broadly most of the alts have quite strong support levels, about 10-12% below. BCH has well, only 6%. The yearly open is quite far, that's about a 15%. So you can see we basically taken out strong levels, and the supports are, so TRX doesn't have any levels below this. I don't have any levels for TRX below this. It's basically thin air. You can watch, I mean, these are just FTX charts because I trade margin on FTX a lot, but if you look at these coins, I mean 10% and below that, there's some big wicks to be had if this does carry on. So I mean, a broad market, again guys, this is what I'm looking at. So just look at the altcoin market cap chart. So anywhere between 10-15-16% more to go for me before we can actually find some kind of buyers here. I'm pretty interested to see what happens once price gets here. Been talking about this for a while. So that's the quick update for me, guys. I'm looking at 61 to 5800 for BTC, and for alts to kind of drop a bit steeper than that and kind of wick below that for me. And that's where I'd be interested to see some good reactions. For now, this is just a really strong downtrend. Unless you're looking for like really quick scalp plays, buying longs here when price is so strongly moving down until you can even find some strong levels to be reclaimed, I think it doesn't make any sense, guys. You want at least price to get back above this weekly open level, to reclaim some strong levels, at least the weekly open, for me to start looking for some kind of upside on a swing time frame. Like you can still go for scalps, but you can clearly see in which direction this market is moving. That's all for me, guys. I'll see you again soon. Hope you guys are safe and protecting your capital, and there'll be opportunities again in this market for upside. Until then, yes, just make sure to be safe if you don't know what you're doing, and see you again soon, guys. Cheers. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and share it with someone else. And if you have any questions about what we covered today, please leave them in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you or answer them in my next video. For more trading content and education, go ahead and click on the video on your right. Thanks for watching, guys, and cheers!